Hello. Welcome to Reality Breach's brand new podcast, Down, Set, Drip. I'm your host, Sergio. I have two of my best buds here. I got Jarreous, the unapologetic geek, and Alden of the Dead Scene Kids. Down, Set, Drip. So, how do I explain this simply?
You can't.
It's
You
super.
can't.
It's a simple concept. We're gonna not talk about sports, but it's about sport. Jarvis, how would you explain it?
So the overarching material that we're working with is within the realm of sports, but there will be no sports conversation. We won't talk about records. We won't talk about performances that are actually happening or anything. Now, I may offer some historical context depending on how hideous the uniforms are. However, this is not a sports show. This is, and I believe, a one of a kind fashion show with a sports theme and overtone and undertone to it.
That wasn't succinct at all, but it's exactly what the show is.
The show isn't succinct. What do you want me to do?
It's true. It takes some explaining. And when I tell people, "Hey, we're doing this show about sports uniforms," I just get a blank stare. And I'm like, "I promise you, it works. It's a fucking great idea."
And it is.
So I picked you two guys out because very specific reasons. You know, I'm a sports guy. You know, I watch a lot of football, a lot of baseball. I watch basketball playoffs because that's all that really matters. And every time I'm watching sports stuff, I'm like, man, that jersey combination is fucking terrible. Or, you know, that's one of the best jerseys in the league. Or like the Miami Heat. It's like, oh, that Miami Heat jersey is fire. No pun intended. Like, I'm always commenting on the clothes, even though I actually like the football or like the sport. And I feel like that's something that you would expect a woman to do. It's like, oh, the woman came in here and they're like, oh, I like the pants. You know, like that's just that's the stereotype. And men don't really have an outlet to bitch about clothes, and bitching about uniforms in a football game is like the manliest way to bitch about clothes, right?
This is true.
So back to my point, Jarreous, you are a football guy. You're a sports guy. We're in a fantasy league together. We'd love to talk about, you know, stats and players and playoffs and shit. That's why I wanted you here.
Okay. Thank you.
You're intimately aware of all of these uniforms we're going to look at. So
this is true.
I wouldn't call you an expert because I don't know what you know about uniforms, but we'll get there. Alden, you're here because you offer a completely different opinion. You don't know much about sports at
Absolutely
all.
nothing.
Yeah. We're going to be doing football jerseys today.
Is that the one that you guys call pigskin? Is there equivalent to it of like rustic boys that have less padding but more padding, if you understand what I mean, and they call it rugby?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. I'm with you. I understand rugby.
Speaking of manliness, rugby is the more manly version of football.
It sure is.
I have you here because you are, without a doubt, my most stylish friend.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you're gay.
It doesn't?
It was a bonus.
Let's just put that on the table right now. I don't want to not talk about the elephant in the room. Like, you're stylish. That is your.
I was stylish before I was gay.
Quick story. I pitched this to my wife because I was in confusion when we initially had the pitch meeting for this with you, and then coming out of it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm talking to my wife, we're having dinner together, and I was like, so it's a football show or a sports show that doesn't talk about sports at all, going to talk about fashion. She was like, how the fuck is that going to work? And I was like, well, I'm there to offer like sports context, and then we have this other gentleman who's there to offer style. And she was like, he better know how to dress. So she looked up your name. And she went through your pictures and she said, this shit is going to be a hit.
That's fantastic.
I am just stunned.
That just means we have really high expectations. Don't fuck this up.
Basically.
Thanks for Paul.
So the show is called Downset Drip. We're going to talk about every football uniform that is currently being used. This is the year of our Lord 2023. So we're going to go with the jerseys that were used at the in the 2022 season. I don't know when this is going to hit the internet, so I don't know how accurate accurate the uniforms are going to be when you see it, but just know that that's the season that we're working with here. To stretch this across the 8 episodes that we have planned, we have I've divided up all of the teams by their conference, just like you would in actual football. So this episode, we are covering the NFC East, arguably the most popular division.
Yeah. It's
okay. So first
not
off,
arguable anymore.
First off, guys, so these guys came prepared. They know this shit. This is literally the very, very first time I'm looking at this entire page of like things. I have absolutely no idea. I know that I'm looking at the New York Giants, the Commanders. They used to be the Redskins because that was racist. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And I know the Cowboys because I'm a Saints fan. Did I do good?
You did good. That was stupendous.
That's already more than I expected you to know. So I have these broken out by team. We're going to talk about each team, and we're going to talk about each of those teams' logos. Not logos, jerseys, because I have some thoughts on a lot of these.
Okay.
So,
oh my God, this is going to be great.
We're looking at home, away, and alternate jerseys too?
Dude, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
All right. So, and then at the end, I have some awards to give out. So let's get started. The first team we're going to cover is the team formerly known as the Washington Football Team, the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
They adopted this name last year, in 2022, and they rolled out a new logo. Here's the logo that they're currently using. The W on the side of the helmet is a brand new thing.
That's what I would have called it.
Yeah. All of these are very fresh designs. And I say fresh in the dictionary definition of fresh, not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air definition of the word fresh.
Mm-hmm.
But let's jump into the Washington Commanders' first jerseys, and that will be their black jerseys.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, the actual logo, the helmet, that's one of the laziest fucking logos in history. I hate that logo. I hate when anybody does that.
Really? Did they get it from Remember the Titans?
I hate when any team does it. Like, come on, be a man. Come up with something. Sit down with a pen and paper, come up with something that's not racist, and actually try. That's some bullshit right there.
This is Mississippi coming up with a license plate again. Just completely not creative at all. Yeah. Like this was stolen from one of those fake ass teams that they gave in Remember the Titans. Like this is terrible.
This is terrible design. I hate it. I hate the helmet logo. But we can move on. I actually like the W, the style of the W I'm fine with. But the helmet logo, I've always hated that. So let's go back to the it's giving me I don't know how many
it's giving.
are
It's giving.
or are familiar with wrestling, but it kind of reminds me of Harlem Heat. Booker T's pants, he used to have like the orange flame coming out of the black, so it's reminiscent of that. I actually like these. Like when I see them playing these, I know they're not going to win, but I give them a chance. So yeah,
that's dangerously close to talking about football, and we don't do that here.
This is true. This is true. So with that being said, I actually dig these. I like the simplicity of it. Really, I mean, it's just you got the yellow with the crimson outline. I can dig that.
Okay. Alden?
I like it as well. It gives me like Jay said, it's giving.
I was not that sassy, but go ahead.
You wasn't. You should have been though. The longest yard, when they have like the red and the white and the black, like this. That's what it's giving. I like it. I don't know. Now, the only thing I dislike about it is like the maroon just feels out of place. It feels like it should be a different color, but of course, like the maroon that's their shit.
Their colors, yeah.
That's their colors. I fuck with it. heavy.
I also feel like they should have gotten rid of the maroon when they changed the name of the team, because it's like you're still trying to find a way to incorporate red skin into the logo. But you know,
is that or is that not white people, Jay? We're splitting hairs here, dude.
They only get away with the black jerseys because this was a complete rebrand. I have a genuine hatred for teams that just try to get away with black jerseys, even though black is not a primary color of theirs. And we'll get to that a bit later. Because this is a rebrand, I give them the pass because it looks fine. But if they were still the Washington football team or the Redskins, like they couldn't just have black jerseys. I would be bitching a lot.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's sleek. I love that the numbers are the only thing that separate the teammates, because otherwise they look like a unit.
I could easily, if Madden still had create a franchise or create a team on their games, I could easily go in and take the W on that helmet and all of that and rebrand this whole team and call them the Wakandans. And that would just be the team. And I would just find like a cool ass Black Panther alternate logo to slap on it. And then you have would you call them the Washington Wakandans or the Wakandan Panthers?
It would be the Wakandan Panthers.
Panthers. Yeah.
Or
that'd be one hell of an airplane flight every single time someone had to play in Wakanda.
Dude, could you? First of all, the first 8 games of the Wakandans have to be played on the road, and the last 8 games have to be played at home. But could you imagine the Super Bowl being performed there, and no colonizers are allowed in?
Let's move on. The Washington Commanders have a white uniform that they typically wear with the maroon pants.
Like you almost had it. Like it was there. It was right there.
It was right there for the table.
It was right there. All you had to do was like just take it and turn it around. But like, what the fuck is like the only thing I dig about this is the matte helmet. Like, because I'm a big fan of matte.
Yeah.
But like, it looks so. If you look at on the right, the far right, where a tackle is being had, like those two look like two different reds.
They do.
They look like two different reds, and then when you look at like, it's right there. It was right there. Why is the numbers not yellow instead of this red? It clashes. It's clashing to me.
Wow.
It's clashing.
Wow. I did not expect that strong of an opinion on these. I kind of dig these. Like
I'm not a fan of these at all.
I don't like doing cutesy shit with the numbers. So like the weird like pattern on the numbers is kind of off-putting. But otherwise, like when it comes to white jerseys, I think these are fine.
Maybe that's what I don't like about it. Maybe I don't like the transparency in the numbers. But like
it's the numbers for me. Because the numbers look like they should be like solid. You shouldn't have that that little white blend or that little white fade in that they have.
Yeah.
And they look like they should be solid. And I don't understand the fade in or whatever they're doing on the shoulders as well. I could be technically butchering these stylistic terms, so forgive me. But it's just the way it looks. It does look goofy.
Yeah.
But
And-
the matte finish on the helmet is awesome, though.
The matte finish is the best part of this whole get up. Like, it's the only thing I like. And then I'm looking at like it's just the layers that you have, and it just doesn't work for me. So like this guy, I'm guessing this is our quarterback. Who is this person?
It is Carson
Wentz.
So that guy, it looks like he's wearing you remember that thing on Family Guy? It's like that guy looks like he wears short sleeve t-shirts over long sleeve t-shirts, of short sleeve t-shirts over long sleeve t-shirts. That's what the fuck this looks like. Like, just like look at the neckline. Like, is he wearing a crew neck with a V-neck and a crew neck under it? Like, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand.
That's exactly what's happening.
And then is he like wearing a compression shirt, and then on top of that he was like, oh man, you know what would be fire with this shit? A compression arm. Like I don't like it. I only like the helmet. The helmet's matte is fantastic. That's the only thing I like.
I do want to point out something. Prior to the 2022 season, all teams had to have one helmet color. Like that was the rule. It was dumb as shit. It was supposedly for safety reasons, I guess, so quarterbacks could get used to the color of your head. I don't know how accurate that is, but if you notice, if we go back to those are black helmets.
Yeah.
Right.
And in 2023, they got rid of that rule, and now teams can have two different shelled helmets, which is what it's called. It was called the one shell rule. So that's why you see so many goofy colored helmets now.
The black, this makes the black look infinitely better. It almost
absolutely
makes me wish that they changed their colors to black being their primary color, and I'm not sure what the secondary color would be, and maybe it would be their yellow, but it almost makes me wish they would have stuck with those two as a color scheme and just almost.
Then they would be the Steelers.
That is fair.
Yeah,
but the Steelers got it. Oh yeah, it is black and yellow. That's right.
Yeah. The maroon is Is there another team that has maroon in their color scheme?
Well, no other team was inherently racist.
That's true. But
but no, to answer no.
One step at a time, man. First the name, then the color.
But have you guys watched the show Kimmy Schmidt?
No,
yes, absolutely.
And they talk about like the Washington Redskins and like how racist it is. Like this makes this so much more funnier to me.
Well, in my headcanon, Kimmy Schmidt is the reason they changed the name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It took somebody to just really take it to task for them to be like, you know what, we got to stop this shit.
We made it to Netflix. This is a problem.
Right.
Let's look at the maroon jerseys. Now they don't. The thing about a lot of these jerseys is sometimes teams will wear the maroon tops with the maroon pants, or the colored tops with the colored pants, or the colored tops with white pants. Like there's a lot of mix and match here. I'm not sure. One unit, one team, one band, one sound. Why? No mixing shit. Yeah, this is fine with me. I don't like these at all.
I feel like the University of Southern California does this much better.
Yeah.
Because if you put white pants on it, it almost works to me. These must be the Color Rush. I'm guessing these are the Color Rush ones because the Color Rush ones are usually like one solid color. They're not. They're just an alternate.
They're just this is their colored uniforms. They have their whites and then they have their coloreds. I keep saying that.
You keep saying colors
every time I say.
Yeah, but yeah, that's not.
Is there like an alternate word I can use here?
Maybe color alternate. Say it as one.
The University of Southern California does this uniform much better, and I don't care. That's clearly where they got it from. But it's also giving me what's the name of that? You remember the I Am a Real American Hulk Hogan, the disgrace races. We're talking about a lot of races you don't hear, but anyway, it's reminded me of that for some reason.
I mean, we are talking about football.
No, we're not talking about football. We're talking about fashion.
It's terrible. Oh. It is a terrible look. And again, it's every subsequent uniforms just make that black one look like God mode at this point.
Like the black one's easily the best one of the three.
Yeah.
This is the first instance where one of my pet peeves it stands out. So when you have the color of cloth, right? Mm-hmm. And you have the color of plastic, it is extremely hard to get those colors to match.
Yes,
on a uniform. It's damn near impossible. And they do a pretty good job here of kind of making it match, but there's a distinct difference in the color of the helmet and the shirt.
Yeah.
And that's like a wrecking ball when it comes to design for me on almost every team that tries it.
So let me ask, would matte work with that fabric?
That's probably why it doesn't work, is because the matte looks so good.
Yeah.
And you're looking at a polyester like mix, and that's what's making it not work.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, we've shat on the Commanders enough. I think we should move on.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's just missing one thing. Like I think if the the socks were maybe white, I think that would pull it in.
Maybe.
It's just missing like one small thing, because like if you look at the towel kind of brings it together. I think if we brought that together with like white socks instead of the maroon socks, because right now it just looks like a unitard.
This much maroon really highlights how bad of a maroon that is.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just highlights how fucking good that helmet is.
Yeah. So, all right. What's next? The Philadelphia Eagles. I'd like to point out that this is the first of our helmets that is trying to pretend like it's part of an animal.
Uh-huh. I'm getting Thor's helmet here.
Yeah. As fine as this looks, as iconic as the Eagles helmet is, this is fucking dumb. Like them, the Rams, there's the Bengals, like all these that like just pretend like they're animal heads. Real stupid.
That's such a thing to be. That's such a funny thing to be angry at.
It feels like you've been holding that in for a very long time.
Don't they have a helmet with just the Eagle logo? Because the Eagle logo is awesome.
Not that they've used this year or recently.
I've never noticed that. I know this helmet, but I never thought about them not having another one that has that actual Eagles logo. Because I've always liked that logo. It looks badass to me.
They're suggesting that all of the players have bird faces.
They're like reverse Namor or something.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. I've never liked it. And the eagle head looks fine. The thing is there are so many teams nationwide named the Eagles that how do you make a distinct eagle head? You know?
Okay, so how do you make this better?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe have the whole eagle.
Okay.
You know, they do have a whole eagle helmet, and it does look better.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have one. It's like the eagle is like it's catch and prey. That's how it looks.
There you go.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do have one.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put this out there. That eagle green is bad. That is a bad color.
Eagle green has always been rough. So
buckle
up, everybody.
Here we go.
Like, just thinking about it makes me think do I want to go to Philadelphia? Because I'm going to see this color everywhere.
Well, let's see. First up, the whites. That sounds weird when I say it like that too. The whites.
No, that sounds right to me and Jay.
Yeah, I appreciate that more than the color.
Them crackers.
So these Eagle white jerseys are as plain of a jersey as you can possibly have.
Absolutely.
As you can see in the third picture there to the far right, they do wear it with their green pants, which I guess is to add some flair. But ultimately, there's nothing special about these.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
they clearly played it safe with these. The numbering on the Eagles and their jerseys are the only jerseys I feel this way about. It reminds me of NFL Blitz for some reason. I don't know. Like it's the I think the scoreboard or something like that. You ever had a scoreboard you just jump at you when you scored or something like that on Blitz? It reminds me of that for some reason, and I cannot see it anytime I see it.
It must be like the drop shadow.
Gotta be.
Yeah, it's probably the drop shadow. Blitz in like NBA Street and all that was really big into like your concrete drop shadow graphics. This makes me dislike this helmet so much more seeing it head on. Like now I understand your distaste for it because it's really bad.
It looks dull, especially number 26. That one looks fucking stupid. And then Jalen Hurts looks dumb, getting ready to launch the ball in the air, and then we got the middle picture with Goddard and I don't know that guy's name.
It just looks like
stupid.
It's just what
it looks like the middle picture. They're like Valhalla or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like Thor's helmet. It looks like Thor's helmet.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to see in that middle picture, but the stripe down the leg is like half green, half black.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. It's that drop shadow that's in the numbers. This is just a classic thing, a classic jersey that hasn't been changed for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And then they tried it in the last one with you know what we should do? We should change the pads.
It's like, oh shit, we forgot to wash the white pants.
I would agree with.
I do prefer it with the green though.
I like one way I think they could improve on these is do something with the shoulders. Like right now, there's like little eagle logos on them.
Yeah.
Which at this point just looks like someone decapitated the eagle on their head and slapped it on the shoulder. But what they could do is do something with that green and black stripe on the shoulders. Because I feel like the only thing interesting about this is the green and black stripe.
I think it's time someone said this. And I will be able to avoid talking sports by saying this. I believe the Eagles should hijack the Oregon design because that is the creme de la creme of all bird oriented teams. Like the Oregon Ducks and the way their wings are on the shoulders and all that. Just hijack. Just pay Nike whatever you got to pay on and just start using.
I'm gonna look it up. You said the Oregon Ducks?
Yeah, the Oregon. Yeah. They have the best collection of uniforms in existence. Even the ugly ones are kind of fly.
But don't they have like 9 different uniforms?
9. They got 90 at this point, I think. Because of course, I know Nike is based out of there, but I believe like their president or something like that used to go to Oregon or something. So Nike they have this guy that just draws up uniforms for him and just gives it to him.
Okay, so hold on. Is the Oregon Ducks is this like an NFL team? Because these fucking uniforms are exponentially better. like far beyond better. Like one of my favorite colors is like emerald green. Like this is like olive. And like, dude, it's just so much better.
Yeah,
they do it so much better.
They just steal everything the Oregon Ducks have done. just take
it's so much better.
Yeah.
Just take it's very so much better. Thank you for bringing
Next
that up.
up.
That was
Next up,
Oh my God, it gets worse.
the greens. And all of these teams have to have two different color uniforms. They have to have a white jersey and they have to have a colored alternate.
Here we go again.
Because basically, because of color blindness, when you have two teams on the field, you want one to be white and one to not be white. That way, whoever's watching the game can tell them apart, regardless of their visual impairment.
The first thing I thought of, and I'm sorry to the visually impaired, but I thought about shirts and blouses from Dave Chappelle when Prince was playing. He was like, "This gay blouses." I just thought of it for some reason. I hate these uniforms as well.
Yeah, it's literally just a palette swap.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all they did. Is that helmet a different color? Is that helmet black?
No.
Is it still green?
It looks like a darker shade of green, maybe.
It's impossible to match up these colors. So every team that has a helmet with a color and a jersey with the same color, all of them are going to fall victim to this mismatch colored top thing. Like they were fucking dumb.
Yeah, I think each time this team gets on the field, I with this guy that's throwing the ball, whoever, I'm guessing this is your quarterback. They just need to go and roll in the dirt as soon as they get out. They're like, all right, and here comes the Philadelphia Eagles with their annual roll in the dirt. It's like they all just like take a stroll down a fucking 100-meter yard. Like that's what they need to do. Just give us some flair.
The lack of creativity is challenging.
Yeah.
The only thing I do like about this uniform, and I think if they went to a different uniform, is the team name in the center. It's the only thing I like.
Okay. Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah. But it's so small though. Like the Commanders had theirs completely across the middle on their maroon jerseys. And that was the one thing I liked about theirs. But this is like Eagles. Hey guys.
By the way, you're playing against the Eagles.
What's that?
I said, by the way, you're playing against the Eagles.
Yeah. And it only gets worse. Like this is their black jerseys.
No. Just like that's my answer. No.
Yeah, there are so many crimes being committed right now here. Like
it doesn't even look black to me. Like fun fact, it looks like an off green.
Yeah,
it looks like an off green. And I'm colorblind. I mix colors, but this I can tell black when it's supposed to be black. But this is not it. This is not black.
Especially in that first picture, it looks like a hue of green over it somewhere.
Yeah. And if you look closely, that helmet is black.
It is. It's really black.
And this goes back to my initial complaint that I praised the Commanders for having good black jerseys. This is one of the teams that thinks black is one of their colors. Someone in a meeting
and it's
was
not.
Like, technically there's black outlines on the wings, so black is one of our colors, right?
No.
And it's not.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. It's a bad choice. All of it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't like any of it at all.
I don't like none of it.
and I feel like the things on this jersey that are not black, like the little collar here and the stripe on the legs, somehow make it worse.
It does. No, it absolutely does. Yeah. Which is why I was like, no, because the stripes make it worse. The cut makes it terrible. Like, look at this cut. Like, why is it? Why does it look like it looks like a halter top?
The longer I look at this, the more I feel like they should have done what the Commanders did with their black jersey. Like, if you just got to black it out, just go ahead and black it all the way out, and that would have worked better to me.
Don't half-ass it. This is yet another palette swap.
Yeah. I feel like this jersey sold a lot in the early 2000s. That was such a strange time. We were living on the edge.
my question now is so I'm seeing a you remember I told you I'm a big fan of team unit, one color, one band, one sound. Um White gloves, no gloves, green gloves, like
Oh,
Gee, I didn't even notice that.
oh
oh,
no,
see,
it sticks out like a sore fucking thumb to me.
that's the thing. The players don't give a fuck.
They
They're gonna
don't.
wear whatever brand that they like in the color that they want. Of course, there are some NFL restrictions, like they can't have like neon yellow gloves,
Yeah,
but they're not going to go out of their way to buy green gloves.
they should.
Yeah. So fun story about black jerseys. Um, the year was 1999, 1998. I'm playing baseball for Murrah High School in Jackson, and we had three jerseys. We had pinstripes white. We had our grays, which had a blue top, gray pants, and our third one that everyone thought was fucking fire was a black jersey with white pants.
See what I'm saying?
Is
And
that like a
black was not even one of our colors. Not even one of our colors. The best part is my coach let me steal it at the end of the year. So, woo.
Oh, okay, okay. You got some
Let's
that's
move
like a
moves.
on.
tuxedo thing?
Let's
Yeah.
move on. Wait, what?
I said it's like a tuxedo thing. Like for me, like the best tuxedo that I'll see if I go to an event is a person wearing black pair of pants and a white tuxedo jacket.
Hmm.
Like
That's nice.
that tuxedo always slaps to me. It's gonna always slap to me.
Yeah, it is nice.
Okay. Let's move on to a team that I don't know if y'all are going to like the jerseys more, but I am.
Okay.
The New York Football Giants.
I love Spider Man.
And here we go.
So there are a bunch of teams with a red, white, and blue color scheme. It
America.
regardless of how you feel about America's flag colors, like they match, like their
They just
primary
work.
colors. They work, and a lot of teams in every sport have just aped that design, and it's not
Right.
a bad idea. New York Giants, their white jerseys. What do you guys think?
I want to like it so bad.
It reminds me of a peppermint, but not just any peppermint. It was a church peppermint that your mom or your grandma had. And like when you were hungry in church and you tapped on her shoulder and you asked her if she had something like some candy or something, she would give it to you. That's what it reminds me of. I've always not minded these jerseys. Like
Wow.
they're fine. The color scheme works. The helmet works very well with it to me.
That's
I
actually
agree.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really like the isolation of just the blue on the helmet.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I
know
like
why
that.
that goes against usually my thoughts on design. Like, why is there no blue on the numbers? That's usually what I would say. But them dedicating the whole jersey from neck down to red and white, just it works for me.
I just want to say something else. Saquon Barkley, and just so you know, Alden, that's the guy on the number 26 on the left.
Mhm.
That
I
guy right
like
there.
what
Okay.
he did with it. He has the black with the red accents on his gloves and the black with the red accents in his shoes, and it blends very well with the rest of the jersey, even with the blue popping out at the end. Like I just noticed just the way he put that together. That was pretty, uh, maybe
This is a
unintentionally stylish.
this is a fashionable man, and if he's not, then his wife is. And if he
Yeah,
doesn't have a wife, then his side piece is definitely fashionable.
You're really a side piece if
Oh,
you're not married.
right, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just
You're
a
just a
piece.
side piece, dog. You're just a piece. Um, I I want to like it really badly. I think the only thing I do like, I agree, is the metallic helmet. I
hmm
think it I think the uniform is just missing one piece of blue, and not like a full stripe, not even anything of that. Like if just the name was blue, would have like pulled it together to me.
Mm.
But I do like the idea of like uh the helmet just being the blue portion of
Yeah.
it, because it's their primary color. So I do like that. But then like if you like put your finger over the helmet and then look at it, it was like, oh, is this Kansas City?
Yeah. Or is this some sort of special Christmas jersey?
Yeah. So like I think it's missing just one piece of blue, just one piece.
Let's talk about how lazy their logo is. I'll jump back to their logos.
Oh yeah, this is another helmet logo.
There's
Like,
nothing. It's just Giants and NY. Like, I don't know. Give me like an actual giant or something.
They have an alternate logo with the NY at the top and the Giants running under it, and I do like that one.
what?
Yeah, they have an alternate one. I don't know what year it came out in, but I've always liked that particular one. But yeah, it is very lazy. It's just NY. It's okay. However,
Which one is lazier?
It kind of lends itself to the kind of classic look that I believe they're kind of going for too. Like this looks like an old school football type of jersey and uniform. It's like one of those things where they don't make modifications to a classic. You don't change a classic or whatever that phrase is. It kind of feels like that's the approach that they took. But the metallic helmets are definitely a chef's kiss here.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right when it comes to classic looks. Like you don't change the New York Yankees pinstripes.
Right.
No, not at all.
So there's only and the Giants have been around a while. They're not really allowed to make too many drastic changes without the fan base just shitting themselves.
Right.
So.
Oh man, that's crazy. Kind of like the Washington football team. It's crazy.
Let's look at their blue jerseys. I like their blue a lot.
I do like that a lot.
This is the color of my car. I love this blue. I adore this blue. This blue is everywhere. Anywhere I can get this fucking blue, I will buy it. I will buy it every fucking time.
Blue is my favorite color. This particular hue of it stands above the rest of it. And blue has a lot of great hues, but this one stands above the rest. Like it has a royal feel to it. And again, it's classic. You don't touch classic. And again, the metallic helmet fits right in with it. It's a very versatile color of blue that they've chosen for the helmet, to where you can go from wearing white and red with no blue in it to having all the blue in another jersey, and it still flows seamlessly. So yeah, this is a great jersey.
Yeah, this is a good jersey. This is a good combination. This is your all-American like football team. When you think of America and American football, like this is the uniform that comes up to like people in Indonesia. They're like red, white, and blue, right? Yes, this is so like this. It's classic, and not to be that person. This is not royal blue. Royal blue is just a little lighter. This is game blue. This is game blue. Game blue will always win over literally any blue, in my opinion. This is classic. It works. Look at the guy with the fucking tattoos. Like this works. It just works.
It does.
Yeah, and I know we were complaining when the Eagles had such plain jerseys, but I feel like the Giants went out of their way to make them there's even plainer. Like
that's what works.
And it works.
There's no drop shadow. There's no funny business on the numbers. There's
no nonsense.
Nothing. It's just here's our classic jersey.
And let's talk about one more thing. The cleats. They match. They fucking match. This is literally the only time in all of the jerseys that we've looked so far. This is the only time the cleats has matched.
Right.
Is that the same? Like Saquon Barkley is who we were talking about last time?
Yep, that's him again. Look at those sleeves.
That's him again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him again.
All right. Well, then his piece is setting him up.
His piece.
I do like the blue stripe on the pants.
Yeah, that's a good accent too.
Yeah. So,
like I said, it all works. It all works so well. Like, and here we have the two different gloves. We have the white gloves. We have the blue gloves, and like because the jersey works so well together, like this feels like their accent. Whereas like the other times with the other gloves, it just felt like, oh, I have these pair of gloves. I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want. Whereas this is like, this is my version of this jersey.
Yeah.
So far, this is the best one we've seen.
Yeah.
Next up, Color Rush. So the other teams that we've seen don't have Color Rush jerseys, at least not right now. The Giants do.
What's that mean?
So it's basically Color Rush jerseys are a way for the NFL to sell more jerseys.
Okay.
That's the business side of it. Usually the Color Rush jerseys are the same color top and bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes teams go with really radical color choices, like the Seahawks. Theirs are neon. They're like highlighter yellow. The Giants have chosen a color that they've chosen to go the same direction with this as they've gone with their other jerseys. Very understated, having white on white with, pretty classic looking stripes down the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's bold without being bold.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the look of the Color Rush jerseys overall.
These white jerseys are number 3 on my power rankings for best white jerseys in the NFL. We'll get to the other 2 in other divisions. But I love the look, and I always love their Color Rush jerseys. I love the how the red is is on the outline of the blue and the numbering, and then if you look at their at the shoulder with the blue and the red and the blue, and then you see it again with the stripe down the side of the pant. It works really well. And now again, we're going to point to Saquon Barkley. In both pictures, he has different gloves.
Yeah,
and both gloves work.
They work. It just works.
Now I'm going to be paying attention to what Saquon Barkley wears, like his accessories that he wears with whatever jersey now.
This is a fashionable man. Like, I want to follow him on Instagram. I'm pretty sure like he knows what he's doing. This is also a different helmet, but like even with that, they still stuck with the metallic instead of it saying NY, it says Giants.
Yep.
This is Philadelphia done right.
Yeah.
This is Philadelphia done right.
It's
like look at the cut of it. Like it works. It all works.
It's like a master of simplicity. All of their jerseys have been masters of simplicity.
And the thing is that the very first thing I thought of when I saw it was like, did this picture come from 1980? Like, but like if you were to take this picture and put it at put the same uniform and put it in 1980, like, you know what, that's a good jersey. It's just classic. It's just classic.
It's funny that you say that, because the next set of jerseys are the Giants throwback jerseys, which look very similar. Like if you jump back and forth between them, they actually have the same pants.
Yeah.
Their throwback jerseys are basically a blue version of their Color Rush. The only thing here that really is off is how far the blue is from the helmet color.
Is this
this is the worst thing they've done.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you're gonna do that color jersey, you probably should change the hue on the helmet. This is the one blue that to me doesn't go with. Is that still metallic on the helmet?
Doesn't look like it.
That one looks different. It does look like a different helmet.
Yeah, it is a different helmet.
Yeah, I would have kept the metallic helmet with that, and that would have worked.
Yeah, and that might be just how their jerseys were designed.
Yeah.
These are throwbacks. So if you had shitty jerseys 30 years ago, your throwback is going to be shitty jerseys today.
Yeah.
It's still not the worst, but
no, it's not the worst. It's not the worst at all.
Jersey.
What's this guy's name? The one in the middle?
Saquon Barkley.
Look at him putting it together again. The closest thing that you can get to that helmet is black, and he decked himself out in black. The man knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
I didn't even realize I included so many pictures of him. He just always has the damn ball.
Excuse me.
Sorry, that was talking about football. I
mean, in the pictures he does always have football. It's not quite football, but
all right. So
I know who on.
And I purposely put this team last.
Excuse me.
Because we have to close out with a banger, and I don't mean that in the positive way. Are you okay over there?
Gonna be? Yeah, I'm good. How bad is this going to be?
All right. The Dallas Cowboys.
This is an example of a bad blue. Like the fact, oh my God. Okay, so being in Dallas is one of my favorite cities to go to, and just going places and seeing this ugly ass blue everywhere is the same way I felt about going to that Philadelphia thing. It was like, man, fuck, I'm gonna see this color everywhere. And you see it everywhere. It's not good. Is it navy? Is it like royal? I don't get it. Is it gray? It's
only cowboy blue. It's only the only way it's just bad. It's just cowboy blue. That's it.
It's like if you tried to make silver a blue color, this is it.
They clearly put some gray in the color scheme with their blue.
It's bad.
It's
bad.
Bad. It's almost ashy. When I look at it,
it's an ashy blue.
It is.
It's ridiculous. However, the actual logo, the word Cowboys, I've always given them credit on that style.
Really?
I've always liked it because it's an Old West font.
That's the thing. It looks like they Googled Old West font and didn't even pay for the nice one.
Well, it predates Google. Come on now. But yeah, that blue is like, and like people are like, you just hate the Cowboys. It strictly comes down to the people that love the Cowboys. And the way they tout and wear this blue is just, and it's a shame because they're always pairing Jordans with it. And it really annoys me.
Like, dude, somebody has their car painted with this ugly shit on it. Like, somebody has a fucking truck and then like with Cowboys.
Just
this ugly fucking, just this fucking ugly ass color. And I get the Lone Star, but this is a boring fucking logo. I'm so bothered by all of it.
It's somehow both boring and perfect at the same time.
That's what I was just going to say. Because if you try to make it anything else, it's going to look either zesty with like some extra twinkle stars, or if you make it like a shooting star, some twinkle stars behind it, it's too zesty. But if you do something like a U.S. Marshal star, then it looks too
campy at that point.
Too much law enforcement shit going on.
Yeah.
So it's like,
like you can't put a damn cowboy hat on it.
Yeah, like
you can't
think about like shooter. You can't put a lasso on it. Like it just looks bad. Now, what you could do is you could put maybe I do know a little bit about football because like maybe you could put a cowboy on a horse, but then you might as well just call yourself the Broncos. Like
fair.
I get it. I just hate it. I hate everywhere you go in Dallas, anywhere you go in Texas, they have fucking Lone Star State. I hate it.
The best logo they could come up with that they will not be able to get approved would be some 6 shooters.
Oh yeah, there's no way. There's no way that
shooters
would ever
in
fly.
like a cross format would be amazing. But nah, yeah, of course they never be able to do that.
Yeah, they painted themselves into a corner with this logo, and the paint was this color blue.
Okay. This is so bad.
Okay.
Like when they get on the field, it's just that tuba song. It's just
From Dumbo.
yes. Look at the guy in the back with like the red on. He was like, "Oh fuck, man."
Like I can't take them seriously, man. I can't take them seriously. Like look at that, and they look like they're not prepared.
Like, I hate to put it this way, but this is the good one. Like, their helmet is silver.
Their helmet is silver. Their pants are white. There's no silver in literally anywhere else on this fucking uniform.
There's a little on like the
numbers, right? Oh yeah, up there, up top. Yeah.
And I think
that's great.
The collar.
That's great. It's great.
Imagine having one of the most beautiful stadiums for years before the SoFi Stadium came out and basically trumped everybody. And before Minnesota got their stadium and trumped everybody as well. Imagine
we truly have to find a new word for that.
Imagine having a stadium that beautiful and that's what you roll out. Those jerseys.
And then filled with people wearing this ugly ass jersey with y'all.
It's a sea of hideousness.
I don't understand why there's the stroke around the numbers.
Not just one, but two. It's two of it. It's two fucking strokes. Like
I don't get it.
Like the pants are fine to me. Because if you look at the pants, they're white, but they do have the gray stripe down the side. Like it's like they're aiming for boring simplicity, but someone in their design team just doesn't allow it. They're like, no, put the strokes on the numbers. We'll be classy.
It's crazy that an entire state is subjected to this.
Yeah,
and they love it. They just this is awful.
I've got. Well, no, you still got the Texans. The Texans.
No, you don't.
The Texans are just paying rent in Texas. That's it.
Exactly.
I got a good friend who is a big Cowboys fan, and apparently, this is third-hand information. The fan base feels like these jerseys are cursed.
Really?
Specifically, this color scheme. I could be wrong. Cowboys fans, if I'm wrong, I don't care. Yeah, let's get.
I didn't think about this, but people are going to listen to this, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for talking shit about this entire.
Again, I'm going to repeat this. This is the good one.
Is it?
Because we have to subject ourselves to this.
I just want to share a version, like just silver plastered and sequins.
This is a uniform fucking tragedy.
It's too much going on. But I will say this. This is the better top. This is the better jersey.
3 distinct blues going on here.
Jarreous, you know why? You know why you like it? Because this is game day blue on top of fucking navy.
Yeah, I know. It's navy blue, ashy cowboy blue, and game day blue, all in one picture.
And what did we say? What did we say about the New York Giants? They have the best blue. That blue will always win, which is why you like this fucking jersey, because it is game day blue.
There's an overlay of blue in the trunks, in the pants. I just noticed that there is an overlay of blue on top of that silver in the pants.
Yeah. It's horrible. These pants can't decide what color they want to be.
It's bad.
Like, are they silver? Are they blue? Are they turquoise?
They're iridescent.
Yeah. Like, how does the blue on your helmet not match the fucking blue on your jersey?
Look at the blue on the cleats on the right picture. What is this?
It's game day blue. That's what it is. It is game blue. It's perfect. It's a beautiful color. It just happens to be on a shit team with a shit.
Like, it's a better blue, but with it not being on their helmet, it pisses me off. Like, the least you could do is put that ashy fucking blue on your white jerseys.
Maybe I would like it. But like this, this is not your color. This is not your color.
It's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, okay, again, headcanon. I feel like the way these jerseys happened, you know, the Giants and the Cowboys are in the same division because that's just how it's set up. I feel like the Giants flew to Dallas with both sets of their jerseys, and Dallas showed up and said, "Oh shit, we didn't wash our white jerseys. What do we do?" And Giants were like, "Well, you can have these." And
here we are.
They just said, "Oh, this is fine," and just replaced their white jerseys because this is terrible.
It's awful. I
hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I don't know if this is the worst one I've seen. No, it's definitely the worst one I've seen. It's definitely the worst one.
It's
definitely the worst one.
Look at Pollard in the middle. He has the patriotic tribute to the troop towel in his back.
Oh no, I see.
That makes it 1,000 times worse.
Because it's hodgepodge. This whole uniform is hodgepodge.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the one that's not unlucky.
This is the outfit that I wear when I just pick shit up off the floor that's clean and I just walk out the door.
Just a little
longer. It's like, man, I'm just going to Whataburger. I'm just going to grab me something to eat. I'm not getting out the car. But no, you showed up with this fucking ugly ass uniform in front of millions.
Yeah. It's
and not just fucking millions, but like people saw you in this in public, and then they saw you on TV.
You were acknowledged in this.
It's terrible. It's so fucking bad.
So fucking bad. Let's move on. The Dallas Cowboys also have a color rush jersey, which is I feel like it's more put together than the previous one.
Hey, remember that thing I said about? Remember that thing I said about the New York Giants, and I was like, man, did this picture come from 1980? and that was a good. This could come from 1980. This come from fucking 1980?
I feel like Deion Sanders wore these. I feel like he did. This is bad, man. And this is the color rush. This isn't even a throwback. Now the helmet is much better.
The white helmet.
The white helmet
is better.
Better.
The white. Hey, go back to the last one. That ugly ass thing. Do we think the white helmet could have worked here?
Yes. Yep. No.
There's no saving. There's no saving those pants, dude.
It would have worked.
I mean, look, dude. Like it could have made it so much worse. It was like this is the worst thing I've ever seen because all of it would have been like just completely different, and maybe we would have liked it. But like I don't.
Fuck it, just wear a red helmet. Like, why not?
Screw. Just wear red out of nowhere.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it a single bit. Oh man. Okay. I think this is the worst one. Like for real. No shit. I think this is it.
Of all the jerseys we've seen, this one might be the worst one.
This is it. Like then there's that 2-stroke pattern again. Like and I can't get over this guy with this little bit of fucking legs.
Yeah. This is embarrassing.
Like, and then I'm looking at the silver stripe. The silver stripe doesn't work because everything else is white. The arm patch is the right navy. Congratulations, using the right fucking blue.
They're forcing that silver in there for no reason.
That's true. There was no need for that silver.
Is that the Memphis Titans right there next to them?
The Tennessee Titans?
Titans, but yeah.
Is that the Tennessee Titans doing their uniform better than them?
Look, we're not there yet. Well, we're not there yet. We'll cover the Titans at a later date. I have a lot to say about the Titans jerseys as well. Let's just go ahead and knock out this last one. The Dallas Cowboys throwbacks.
This is the best thing that they've put out. This is the best one.
I don't hate this one, actually.
Easily the best one.
This is the best one. Like, easily the best one.
You got a consistent blue. The white where it's used works. They don't have that god awful silver in there.
That's what I was about to say, and that's why we like it, is because the silver is gone.
I like the white wrapped around the shoulders. It goes from the shoulder, wraps around the back to the other side. I liked it. There's no outline on the numbers, which was wholly unnecessary. And it blends well. That is the best helmet they have also.
Somebody was gay. Somebody was gay that day. Somebody was gay that day. They were. Somebody in the fucking room was gay, and it was like, this works. This is a mood.
I also like the socks that Dak Prescott number 4 has to go with the rest of their jersey. I like the way you put those socks together with it. Yeah. This is easily the best jersey. Honestly, it might be one of the best jerseys we've seen this evening.
Do you know how many games they wore this jersey in this year?
Two.
One game. Of course.
One game.
Jerry Jones, everybody.
Like this jersey, you know when you're playing Spider-Man and you're like scrolling through all the different outfits and you come across one, and you're like, damn, I don't know what comic that's from, but it's dope as fuck. That's what this is.
Yep.
Yes.
Let me ask this: is this a Thanksgiving jersey?
Don't make me lie. I don't know.
I believe this is a Thanksgiving jersey.
This is a good jersey. This is it's just done right. All this is done right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the black is that that's not black. That's that ugly fucking navy color in the star, and it works.
It does work on here. No, it's not that. No, it's not ashy blue. That one.
It's a better navy.
Yeah,
it's a better navy.
They should change that cowboy blue to that. They should
I think it's the same color blue. It just looks better because it's not buried around all
in silver.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, this is the best jersey that they have.
Yeah,
wear it away and home.
I feel like if you look at these two back to back, it's almost like this is the opposite of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, and
if it was done right.
Yeah, I also feel like. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, there's like a running theme here. As soon as a team tries to integrate a third color, usually shit goes sideways. You know, like the Commanders, like we were saying, it should just be yellow and black. It's like, well, maroon is kind of their color. They can't not do that. You know, the Cowboys, the white and blue, that looks much better than anything. Why do they even bother with the silver? Well, silver is kind of their color.
Yeah, it is.
You know, the Eagles, black is our color. Like the third color is the one that fucking stumps them all.
I can't get over how well this works, and even with the differences, like in this first picture here, you got the guy with the navy cleats on, and then we got the other guys in the second picture, he's got navy socks on with white cleats on. Like it just all works together because like there's a lot of variations here, and a lot of people doing what they want to do. We got different gloves, we got black gloves, we got white gloves, we got white and navy gloves. Like this all works. This works. This is the equivalent to the Giants, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all of the jerseys we're going to do today, guys. That was exciting. But before we go, I do want to. I was going to call this next section the distinctives, but that seems way too serious for what it's actually going to be. So I made up a thing. And we're calling it the Drippies.
Okay.
And these are just one-off awards that we kind of think of to award teams for what their jerseys look like, or the colors that they use, or whatever. I tasked you guys with thinking of, what awards do you want to give out? I'm going to go ahead and give my first one out, and it's going to be a big one, and it's worst jersey in the entire NFL. Hands down.
We are 14 in.
Starting it with a banger, the Cowboys white jerseys. Worst jerseys in the NFL. Here is your drippy. Congratulations. Jarreous, do you have any drippies to give out?
I got the who commissioned the kid to make these award, and it goes to the all maroon Commanders jersey. It got a child made a freaking kindergartner made that jersey.
Wow. Okay, Alden, what you got?
I want that jersey to stay up here as well, because that jersey also wins the "Is Stephen here today?" And no, he's not. That's the drippy it gets. Stephen was not there today. He likes to be called Stephen, but everybody else calls him Stefan. He was not there today.
All right. My next one is of these four, or the team most trying to evoke the military without actually saying anything about the military goes to the Commanders.
Absolutely.
If you remember their jersey, we can go back to it if you need to. Every time you see the name Commanders, you have the lines above and below them, right? It's supposed to look like, military signage. But no, we don't want to evoke the military. Yeah. Some of our fans may not like that.
It's real Top Gun-ish.
Yeah, it's real Top Gun. so like someone sat in a meeting for a very long time tweaking. Do we put a box around it? Do we add extra stars on it? How do we do this? And someone said, just put some fucking lines, man. And it worked.
My next award, I'm going to call it, at first I was going to call it the Dapper Dan Award, but I think that's going to be saved for my overall best player on picture in a jersey award. And the recipient of this award is going to be a finalist for the Dapper Dan Award. And this is the Jotunheim Drip Award. And if anybody knows their Viking lore, they know that Jotunheim was the land of the giants, and Saquon Barkley is the giant amongst these men with the drip that he displayed in today's photo. So shout out to Saquon Barkley on having the Jotunheim Drip Award.
I can agree with that.
I agree as well. I think he should stay up here as well, because my next award is for the throwback Giants jersey, and they win the "I will totally steal this jersey from my boyfriend" award.
It's such a great jersey, though.
It's a good jersey. Like I want to wear it with everything.
Nice. I got the last one is not specific to these specific teams, but I do want to say the award for laziest color scheme goes to every single red, white, and blue team.
Yeah, agreed.
That's the Bills, the New England Patriots, the New York Giants. Am I missing any? There's like one more out there somewhere. We get it. We get it. You're just gonna ape it. It's fine, but it's lazy.
Well, I have one last reward. It's called the it's kind of an unfortunate award, but it has to be given out. And it's called the North Remembers Award. And it goes to the Washington Commanders, because we're always going to remember what you were and what you did and how long it took for you to make it right. The North always remembers.
That's great. What's funny about that is like anyone older than us oh man, they're really pissy about just any names that get changed, right? It's like, oh, I remember when the Washington was the Bullets. I remember when the Washington was the Redskins. It's like 30 years from now, no one's gonna give a shit.
Right.
No one cares now. Like, well, I didn't even know they changed their name. I didn't even know they found a name. I thought they were still just the Washington football team. Goes to show you where I was.
My favorite one, it is two that that stood out to me. One of them was pretty good. The Red Wolves one. That one was really dope.
Yeah.
And you could have done a lot with it. But the one that was absolutely ridiculous, and it was a situation where my people, the black people, they tried a little bit too hard. They wanted them called the Washington Tuskegee Airmen.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Are they from two different regions?
Maybe they could have just called them the I was just gonna say that the Washington Airmen.
Yeah. Airmen or aviators would have been dope.
Yeah. All right, so I have one more award to give.
Okay.
It's called this is the It's Not a Phase Mom. And it goes to Philadelphia. Congratulations, Philadelphia. Like, just your entire wardrobe is not a phase. I promise.
Nice enough.
Well, that was this episode's Drippies. I look forward to hearing Drippies in future episodes. What's next? What
tell me.
Conference are we doing next, guys?
I think you mean Jarreous.
The AFC East.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's the Patriots, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Jets.
Is that a pink jersey? Is that pink?
No,
it's not.
Okay, don't study these. We need you to be clean next time.
We need to be clean. All that you are in for a treat. You are about to have a good time on this next one.
I thank everyone for watching. Like and subscribe. I don't know if any of these graphics are going to be the final graphics, but there you have it. The first episode of Downset Drip. I want to thank both of my co-hosts, Alden and Jarreous, for sitting through this and putting up with this ridiculous fucking idea. Alden, where can you be found?
You can find me on Instagram at Alden's Manor. Right there, Alden's Manor, on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to see my photography, it is, instead of Alden's Manor, it is Alden Kirkland. That way, Alden Kirkland. And that's where all of my stuff is. And check out Dead Scene Kids. Podcast.
Kids.
Thank you. Dead Scene Kids, me and my best friend Hunter, we talk about music and everything that goes in with music culture. So whatever that may be.
You can find me on the Unapologetic EXP on Twitter. I'm trying to get Twitter going because that's the place where I can just really get some good hot takes off and just.
Where is it? There it is. Sorry, I should have done that.
And just be okay with the consequences of my actions. So that's where you can go and follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, which I'm very proud of this page, The Unapologetic Geek. I started it 5 years ago now. This year's going to be the 5th anniversary of it.
You've got a good following, dude.
And it has grown astronomically. And at some point, I'm going to bring the Unapologetic experience out of retirement. I just don't know when it's going to be. But at some point, it's going to come out. And I kind of think I'm just going to do movies. Because I'm having a blast going to the movies now and reviewing movies. I'm just really having a good time doing that. So yeah,
we need to talk about Megan. We need to talk about Megan, dude, at some point.
We do.
Oh my god.
Well, guys, thank you for not talking about sports with me. And I don't know if this is going to work as an audio podcast, but I feel like it being a podcast, I have to put it on iTunes. So,
you know how it goes.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank both of you for being on this with me. And I just noticed, like, if you average Jarreous and my skin tones, you get Alden's skin tone.
You do.
Bye. Stay gay.
Yeah.